everybody, Splint here. Welcome to Splint Reacts. If you are a returning subscriber, then guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute since I watched Scrubs, mostly because I was really angry about how episode 8 finished. I was so mad. I'll be very curious, I think, to see what comes of Kim and her pregnancy. I don't know what her reason is for not telling JD. I'm guessing it has to do with his maturity, but they seem to kind of match. So the only thing I could think of is that maybe she thinks he's not ready for it. It would be different if she didn't want to be with him, right? But to not tell him about a child, oh look. I'm trying not to be judgmental, but I just can't imagine doing that to somebody. So, but God, she'll probably have a reason. I don't know what her reasons are. I just hope it's a good one. And I hate that I'm this invested now. But anyways, but I do remember really enjoying episodes 7 and 8. From memory, they destroyed Kelso's camper, and I'm trying to remember what happened in episode 7. Oh, episode 7 we followed Dr. Kelso, and I really enjoyed that episode as well. So I'm hoping that these episodes are pick-me-ups, but I guess we'll see what happens. Anyways guys, I'm gonna stop talking. We're gonna get into episode 9, which is called My Perspective. Enjoy the reaction.
My girlfriend and I broke up, plus I feel sick enough to actually get checked out, and guess who's on call?
It doesn't look right.
What is it?
You have a penis. That's what I think it is. Why don't we go ahead and give you that blood test?
I wasn't the only one suffering. Milos was already an accomplished surgeon in his war-torn homeland, but he still had to redo his residency here.
Take a look at that subcuticular stitch on Mr. Roth's chest. We could all learn from whatever attending did that.
It was me. Would you like to take a break? I finished taking frightened bunnies on round.
You know what? Everyone head down to observation and check out Mr. Foley's arm reattachment. What, you don't think you can learn from seeing an actual arm reattachment, Milos?
I reattached child's arm once. I can still see dead bodies that littered streets. Is my country burned to ground?
Milos is so lucky.
Brown Bear, thanks for spending so much time with me lately. I just feel like my whole life's in a crapper.
Oh, man, you'll turn this around.
Maybe she broke up with him because he lives in a tent.
Buzz feels inadequate because he lost his job at Foot Locker. Now his dingle won't work.
I should not have given you the spy equipment for your birthday.
I need it so I know when I can sneak over and use the can. I'm using the front bathroom now because it has a hook on the door so I can hang up my pants.
You finally started listening to me.
You're right, my friend. Man is the only animal that wears pants during twosies.
Okay.
Newbie's test results came back. He's got vasovagal syncope.
And that makes you happy?
Carla, he'll pass out when he poops.
Oh.
Buzz? Donna? Would one of you mind handing me my chinos?
Where have I seen that actor before? Did Buzz play Jim Carrey's boss in Liar Liar? No, in The Mask?
Oh, yeah. My name is Bob Kelso, and I like whores. Why don't I introduce myself like that? Because there is a time and a place for the truth.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
Brendan, for example, he told his patient that it was the first time he was performing a spinal tap. And what did the patient do, doctor?
She started to hyperventilate. Reached for a hit of what she thought was an oxygen tank. It turned out to be a helium container. Then she screamed, "I'll kill you, bitches!" Which, frankly, we all thought was hilarious.
But you know what wasn't? When she ran for the door, tripped and fell and broke her femur. Now she's suing the hospital. And since Ted is our lawyer, what's going to happen?
Girlfriend's gonna get paid.
Sorry there, Bobo, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell the truth whenever I damn well please. Your tie. It's hideous. In fact, its only redeeming quality is to divert attention from the very visible outline of your man girdle.
Too mean.
Sorry.
Have fun the next couple days. I'm going on vacation. Check this out. Guests have the option of cleaning their own rooms. Where else are you gonna get that? Todd and Ted are gonna get 20 bucks from me to tape you to the ceiling of the cafeteria tomorrow. And I'm telling you this because I figure you've already zoned out and have stopped listening to me. Am I right?
I don't know what the janitor had said, but I feel like...
Okay, I've been taking care of JD all week. It's now up to one of you guys. Go ahead, honey. Use your new go-to excuse.
I can't. I have a baby.
Have responsibilities too, okay? I mean, Keith and I are still in the stage of our relationship where I don't hate having sex with him, and I would like to keep that going.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
You ever have to do that?
Well, I say y'all step outside and handle this like we used to back in my day. Deadpan race!
My goodness, Turk's scrub bottoms were so far down.
This is a hospital. Keep it quiet.
Jesus.
There ain't no rules in bedpan racing.
Frick! Psyched to be here, buddy. Let's start talking about your life.
Okay, but first I have to go to the bathroom. Do me a favor, tie this string around your wrist.
He's gonna pass out.
How is Izzy doing?
Oh, this guy, the soldier. Private dancer?
You have a small bowel obstruction. Basically, the shrapnel in your stomach has caused scar tissue to form.
In Iraq, we prefer to think of shrapnel as internal body bleeding. Have any of your patients ever died from this procedure?
Yeah, a couple of years ago. Guy had a bad reaction to anesthesia.
You shouldn't have told him the truth.
Dr. Kelso. Ooh. You can ooth all you want, but I'm not gonna BS Brian.
We all have low moments in our life. I mean, in high school, I had this amazing teacher, Mr. Higgins, and he was funny and inspiring. I mean, he was like a second father to me. One day, I found out that he was sleeping with his students, and I was crushed. Why not me? You know, and it wasn't my lazy eye, because that was fixed by prom. Eventually, I realized that your troubles don't seem so bad if you just stop talking about them all the time.
Okay. Some interesting advice.
Someone called 911 on that phone claiming there's a wolf in this yard.
This has Buzz written all over it. He's upset with me, but he won't talk about it because his peep won't perform.
He's wearing
Whoever
that.
has the other end of this string that's not funny!
Has a little squeal though.
And we'll make the laparoscopic incision right here. Todd, anything to add?
Your nipples are stunning.
TheToddTime.com.
Disperse. What the hell is the ToddTime.com?
Log on and thank me later. Cyber 5.
Send.
I would be way too scared.
That guy is such a meathead. Come on, I thought all you surgeons were a bunch of brainiacs.
Are you kidding me? My girlfriend wasn't the only one with 34 C's, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I was an average student.
JD, you should not drive.
I'm close by. I'll just push my scooter home.
Dr. Kelso, what the hell? Why are you taking me up for Brian's surgery?
Well, since you told him you were just an average student, he doesn't want you to do it anymore. And guess who I got to replace you?
Hello.
I guess you should have
Hello.
followed my advice. Bye.
Radovinovis.
Sir, are you there? You sent an officer.
What?
I bet you this is the janitor.
Oh, I'm not the person who called.
Wait, have you been drinking?
He's not on holiday, is he?
A little.
There's a key in your ignition.
So how was prison? Were you scared?
That's hardcore, man.
Why'd he hang up his pants?
I even got to help initiate new members. You like that, you punk-ass bitch?
drunk ass bitch. Okay, haven't heard anyone say that in a while.
Eventually it'll get out, so I'm just gonna tell everyone I got an SUI.
Scooting under the influence? Are you crazy? Keep that to yourself.
The reason Turk didn't want me to say anything was because this had just happened.
You know those two upstairs who got hit by the drunk driver? The daughter's gonna make it, but the mom died.
Last night, I got arrested for drunk driving.
No, he didn't.
And suddenly, I knew what it felt like to be universally despised.
Frankenstein's monster. That's actually really cool makeup.
And over here we have Dr. Turtlehead, who is suffering from a severe case of the sulkies. Bad posture, mopey face, and a sudden uncontrollable flailing of the upper extremities. Is it possible I've misdiagnosed this malady?
No.
Beat it, all of you.
I can't lie to a patient because Dr. Kelso wants me to.
See that guy in there? He has pancreatic cancer. If he were to come out here and ask if he has hope, what am I supposed to say? No?
So you're saying I should lie?
Of course not. You gotta tell your patients the truth. Now, is that brain of yours starting to hurt? It should, because it's not as large as a normal-sized brain. This is half an ibuprofen. It is the perfect dose for your pea-sized brain. Take it after I leave. You'll save yourself the embarrassment.
Dr. Dorian, I promised the janitor I'd show you this email.
Just want to update you on my trip. Yesterday, we took over the ship. Ah!
Okay, maybe he is on a trip. Maybe Buzz is making the calls.
Thinking about you. Hope everything's going as well for you.
It's not. I can't even convince the voice in my head that things are gonna turn around. What do you want me to say, man?
Buddy, we'll cheer you up.
Come on.
There you are. You gotta help pull JD out of this spiral.
Wait, why does Carla have a cane? Did I miss that?
Aren't you getting tired of taking care of him?
Of course we are, but we're his friends.
I heard every word. I had forgotten that Ted and Todd were under janitorial orders to take me to the ceiling. But forgetting things isn't always bad.
Oh my god. It's so bad for me, guys. You guys know my memory's trash, and it's the worst.
I always thought you surgeons were a bunch of brainiacs. I'm sure you got straight A's since preschool, right?
A second chance to define who you truly are.
My girlfriend wasn't the only one with 34 C's in high school. I was an average student. Brian, if I didn't think I was the right person to perform this operation, I wouldn't do it. Okay?
Okay.
Better approach.
I witnessed some pretty weird things.
I'll see you tonight, Dad.
But mostly I witnessed the greatest hits of my own self-pity.
I'm dating my best friend, but I don't think I love her.
I'm lonely.
I'm a loser. You gotta help me out.
Help me out.
Help me. I wash it every day, I condition it, but I just can't get it where I want it.
For the love of God, Moose and Twist!
Something you want to say?
I would really like it if you'd go out and grab a beer with me.
And even though I'd finally gotten a totally sincere, spontaneous invite from Dr. Cox, I knew my answer. No thanks.
Thank you, God. Yes, that still counts.
I didn't have plans, but I did have a whole new perspective.
Okay.
I want everyone to stay focused. Good work today. Nothing but your best. Are we clear?
Even if other people end up a little peeved.
Okay. He bought the fake cruise. Jason, we worked on this all week, right?
Oh, he's so fluffy and cute.
Jason, that won't be. Oh, not in the face. Wrong guy. Bad Jason, no.
Yep. Things were finally looking up.
Oh, man. No, Jason.
Well, not a bad episode. I don't think it was the best. But it was fun. A lot of like interweaving storylines this episode, so I kind of liked that. I mean, I do wonder how long this illness of JD's is gonna last. I don't know if it's real or what treatment is available, or if it's a temporary thing, or if it's something he has to be medicated for. If they said it, I missed it, but yeah, I definitely think that his neighbor was Jim Carrey's boss in The Mask, Mr. Dicky. Also, guys, why did Carla have a cane? I don't think I remember anyone saying anything about why she had a cane. If anybody knows, please let me know. Okay guys, let's get straight into episode 10, which is called My Therapeutic Month.
My license had been suspended for a month for drunkenly pushing my scooter home. So old Sasha had become a perch for a local bird gang. Luckily, I found another way to get around.
What's up? What's his name again?
Thanks for the ride, Lloyd.
Lloyd.
Do you like speed metal?
I did not.
Go, Lloyd. I like a lot of different music, guys. A lot.
Oh, babe, I didn't want whipped cream.
Oh, well, let me fix it for you, babe.
And this isn't soy.
Sucks to be you.
Get your coffee.
Do you know how lucky you are to have a husband? I just don't know if Keith is marriage material.
My mom thinks I should test his love by saying I'm knocked up. I just demand that he gives me $600 for the abortion, dump him, and ease my sadness with a brand new pair of Jimmy Choos. That's how she got her rad shoe collection in college.
When I met Turk, it seemed he was more in love with his best friend than with me.
They got that almond biscotti JD loves. I was wondering if I could borrow some money so I could get him some.
No. The point is, you can't force it, okay?
Here you go, babe.
I think we should move in together.
Awesome.
I really like them together.
I really want to rent this place, but once I told the landlord about my DUI and how I sometimes pass out when I poo, he said I need someone to co-sign the lease. What's with that?
I have no idea.
What happened? Are you okay?
It was a totally unavoidable accident.
Check out the hand skills.
Yeah. That is awesome.
Yeah, you want to see awesome? Turn it up.
Oh my god, the sound. The sound actually startled me.
There is not a doctor in the world that would disagree with Brian Dancer when he said,
That wounds suck. I mean, I feel better, but I still can't concentrate. My motor skills are shot. Hell, I can't even write.
Hi, Brian.
oh my God. It's an angel.
Hi, I'm Ann Chase, Brian's physical therapist.
Konnichiwa.
I'd love to put my ear on her butt to see if I could hear the ocean.
Brian, you're doing that thing where you say your thoughts out loud.
All right, Brian. What do you think we should set as a goal?
I want to be able to write my name by the end of the month.
Yup. The next month was gonna be really difficult.
Oh, I hope Keith and Elliot don't break up this episode. I'll be bummed.
I was wondering, how does one apply for paid disability leave?
Nice try, Turkleton, but the medical staff is short-handed, what with Gloria on bed rest.
Gloria's having twins. My lady's having my babies.
Damn right. I'm gonna have your baby so hard, baby.
You may have noticed that we have a new face in our group.
Oh, these glasses, they're not prescription, but I figured I'd wear them so I could fit in with you medical geeks. You know what I'm saying?
I feel attacked.
Hey. What is up with the giant novelty pen?
It's an occupational therapy pen. Brian can't hold small objects.
I had an ex-girlfriend had the same problem.
I have another appointment.
Right?
Oh my god. He's so goofy.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
No. Are you thinking about me?
What?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Sweetie, this is actually my grandmother's coffee table, so just use a coaster from now on.
You would not believe the stuff I had to put up with when Turk and I first moved in together.
I just noticed their lamp is a basketball. Oh my god, no.
Hot one?
Mm-mm. I cannot have food in the bed. Or on the bed.
He doesn't even mind sleeping in separate rooms. Living with the guy before marriage makes me feel too hoary.
But if you're doing the nasty before you get married, your ass is gonna burn.
Thanks, Laverne.
Name a test, any test that you would run for lupus.
Does she live on the second floor?
Oh.
Is that something to do with your kidney?
Anti-something-something test.
It really is just super that you're here with us as a reminder that surgeons really are simply ignorant scalpel jocks. If there's the slightest medical issue, you just turf the patient right down to us so we can pick up your slack. You cut and run. Jenny, take his glasses as a trophy.
I don't understand why you're so devoted to that guy.
Eventually, you'll crave his approval and become just like me.
And still, as I thought about Dr. Cox, I knew JD was right.
See?
That was great.
Hey, looks like I caught you admiring the old facial hair, huh?
Oh, God.
I just found out that my great-great-great-grandfather was mutton chop enthusiast Ambrose Burnsides. It starts out patchy, then it gloriously erupts. You'll see. When this fills in, this look's gonna spread like wildfire. Read 'em and weep.
Hey. Personally, I love men with beards. Mutton chops is a different story, but I like facial hair. Well-kept facial hair, I should.
Oh, everything's unpacked? Your stuff looks great, by the way.
You mean her stuff? She wouldn't let me put up my stuff. Everything was fine until Elliot broke out her unending list of insane rules, like put all open cereal in giant Ziploc bags.
You gotta cut each other a little bit of slack.
You know what, Keith? Carla's right. I mean, if we're gonna try.
Oh my God! How hard is it for you to use a frickin' coaster, you frickin'
Jeez.
Hey, so I forget once in a while.
Oh, once in a while? There.
Dr. Cox, I wouldn't mind all the crap you've been giving me if I was actually doing anything. You haven't asked me for help once.
Sometimes deals sting.
Because you can't.
Here's the deal, Keith. My house, my rules. This is my place. You just rent a room.
Oh.
Well, my deal with Brian was to ask Anne out, and he was watching, so I only had one option. Ask her a random question I knew she'd say yes to. Was Papa Smurf the leader?
Yes.
She said yes. We're going out Friday. I felt bad about my lie to Brian. Still,
Oh my god, that's hilarious. That his inner voice was yelling.
Check out the back scratches.
Wow, good first date, I take it.
Looks like from a raccoon. Oh, that was a terrible sound.
Dr. Cox, there's got to be something I can do to help.
Well, now, Gandhi, since you don't grasp the fact that I think you're incompetent, presenting the world's longest shish. I'm gonna go ahead and stop.
I knew right then that somehow I'd make Dr. Cox.
Seriously, dude, stop doing that. It's my thing.
A party in his room?
Well, I'm off to my family vacation in Bermuda. Every god-awful year, Enid's wheelchair rusts in the salt water. Harrison spends my money getting his hair braided, and I fall asleep in the sun. Don't page me.
My god.
Got me in my sleep.
What are you up to, baby?
I'm using all my downtime to study medicine so I can prove to Dr. Cox I'm not just another dumb surgeon.
I'm gonna help you study tonight. And for every right answer that you get, I'm gonna give you a bite of a frozen fruit juice pop. Or I can remove an item of clothing. Okay, a major indicator of hypokalemia is...
a potassium level under 3.5.
Right. And here comes...
It'll be the pop.
Come to daddy. Say, baby, what happened to your shirt?
Oh, Izzy spit up on me earlier.
The mutton chops!
They've all got them.
You all look ridiculous. Now, I did this to make a point. Don't be a sheep. I want you to repeat after me. I think for myself. I think for myself. I won't say this. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Carla? Give me a break. I haven't partied since the baby was born.
I told Brian I was taking Anne to the Poconos. You have to help me morph the photos I secretly took of her on my camera phone onto the pictures from our fall foliage getaway.
Getting weird, JD.
So, this patient has fever of 103, renal failure, and platelets of 25,000. What is the diagnosis and management?
It's obvious the patient is septic. I treat him with an activated protein C. Booyakasha!
That's just an excellent diagnosis. However, with his low platelet count, treatment with activated protein C would cause what, class?
Brain hemorrhage.
I told you this would happen.
I can't take you seriously until you take off the janitor's mutton chops. We're different than you and Turk.
You aren't.
We're not gonna go through the same things you did.
You are.
I love that he's sitting in the exact same way that Elliot's sitting. It's really cute though, because they're kind of mirroring each other.
Ugh, I need some new people in my life.
Excuse me, Anne? Hey, I recently broke up with my girlfriend, who I impregnated on the first date.
Somehow.
And I haven't even begun to think about asking anyone else out, mostly because I'm concerned that the stress that lovemaking would put on my body might cause me to pass out, much like I do when I defecate. Will you please let me take you to dinner?
No.
Did you want to elaborate on the no?
Nope.
She said no.
Well, did she elaborate?
She did not. The thing about failure is how supportive the people close to you can be.
Well, hey, man, it's no big deal.
So, Dr. Cox, Cass comes off tomorrow. Any last-minute shots you want to take at me?
You have diabetes and you can't eat cupcakes. Look, you may never have the same grasp on medicine as we real doctors do, but you're miles ahead of your fellow numbnut surgeons.
I still don't know if Keith is marriage material.
If you guys made it through a month and you still want to live together, a lot of couples never make it that far.
I'm so glad they didn't break up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brian would like to sign his name on the insurance papers. Here we go.
He's left-handed. Tex arm's not really broken, right? Or whatever, because that cast looks very fake. So it must have been a character choice.
Hey, Katie, want to grab a drink?
Yeah, but not with you.
I'm back.
I let you back on the road, huh?
Hooked up this nifty breathalyzer on my scooter. If there's any trace of alcohol at all in my breath, it won't start. Yeah, that's where you blow.
Huh. Well, better start my shift.
Oh, man. Well, I definitely think that this episode was the better of the two. I really enjoyed it. I love that we still have Private Dancer in the hospital, although it seems like he might be leaving soon, as he's getting stronger. I'm really glad that Keith and Elliot didn't break up. I thought when Elliot asked him to move in that was going to happen and the happy bubble was going to burst, which it kind of did, but I'm glad that they worked through it and they are still together. I love seeing Dr. Cox interact with Turk more. I think that those are some really great moments in the show because it's not like the usual relationship that we follow. But yeah, that was really That was really funny too. I actually think that JD probably had the least interesting storyline in this episode. Like, I was really focused on Dr. Cox and Turk and Elliot and Keith. And look, I get the coaster thing to some degree. I too have a coffee table that my grandfather carved. I'm not that crazy about the coaster thing, but I do have them and I do ask people to use them. Especially when it's something that's come from your family. So I understand Elliot's point a little bit, and it looked so bad by the end of that episode, but anyways, that was a fun one. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the reaction, please remember to like, comment and subscribe to the channel for future Scrubs reactions and other videos that will be dropping along the way. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!